Hey, Commissioner, a very scary situation last night in Baltimore, rather tonight. And this is Wade Miley was hit by back-to-back liners in the very first inning. I mean, boy, you get one, geez, that's enough. But the first one was by Jose Abreu, and then Avi Garcia got him. Both of those balls scorched at over 100 miles per hour off the bat. He'd have to leave the game, was diagnosed with a left wrist contusion. Commissioner, we always talk about fielding your position, but sometimes the ball is going to find you, and it found Wade tonight twice. How scary a sitch is this?
Yeah, that's just one of those things that, your reaction time is only so good. And I mean, he finishes in a pretty decent fielding position after he releases the ball. So these are two baseballs that are just, I mean, they're hit right on the screws, right back at him. I mean, it was over 100 miles an hour that it came back at him. So he really didn't have a whole lot of time to react. And that's the thing. You can try to get yourself in the best fielding position possible, but your number one priority is to throw the ball to the plate. So some guys don't worry about that. I tried to get in the best position possible, but still, sometimes they hit it too hard and you can't get out of the way of it. So, I mean, thankfully it was low enough, not up by his head area. So to me, the first one that hit off of his wrist, I'm surprised he stayed in because that hit solid. The one by Abreu hit solid on his wrist. He stayed in. The next guy, Garcia, hits it right back at him, almost in the same spot, just a little bit lower. And I'm glad they took him out for precautionary reasons and get X-rays and make sure that he's okay. But that's not a fun thing to do when a line drive's coming back at you on the mound.
And I know, Commissioner, you had a scary one off your ankle, correct? The lower leg way back in the day?
My knee, actually.
Your knee. How do you shake that off, though, if you did it and Miley's got to do it now when it happened twice to him? How do you guys forget that and go back to the job of pitching?
Well, when it happened to me, we were in a one-game playoff with your New York Mets. So adrenaline kind of just kicked in and allowed me to stay out there. But, after the game, obviously, it hurt like the dickens. So it's just one of those things that adrenaline got me through. Not trying to be like a tough guy, but It was adrenaline because of the situation of the game.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes that can power you through. Then afterward, you're like, how in the world did I get through that? This thing hurts.
Exactly.